Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a dedicated reading about a dear loved one to you that passed away. In this message, or in today's reading, we're going to take a look at how they're doing, and we're also going to see what is their message to you in today's reading. So to do this reading, these are the three piles today. Let me introduce them to you. For pile number 1, you have the Carnelian. Let me place it right there. And feel free to check out either the picture. These are the decks that we will be using. So you can either be drawn to the deck through the Ten of Cups today, or you can be drawn to the crystals, or perhaps even both. It is all up to you, whichever you are drawn to. For pile number 2, you have the the blue agate. For some reason, I was going to say the green moss agate, not sure why. Perhaps because of all this grass. And for pile number 3, you have the yellow Aventurine. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. You can do this reading in different ways. You can have one person in your mind and check one or several piles. This is all, of course, depending on what you're drawn to. Or you can allocate each pile for a different person that you would wish to hear a message from. Take as much time as you need to take a look at the piles and the crystals to see which ones you're the most drawn to. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box where you're going to find your timestamps. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Carnelian as well as this deck through this beautiful 10 of Cups. And today we're taking a look at a message from a dear loved one. First of all, before the message, we're going to take a look at how they're doing, and then we're going to take a look at their specific message to you. Okay, so these are the oracle cards that we'll be using for today's reading. What's left is for us to pick your tea leaves. I'm gonna take, look at that, you've got 3 colored ones. And look, that green one is popping out as well. So I'm gonna take it for you. Right, this one's popping out. I'm gonna take it as well. All right, let's keep your tea leaves right there and take a look at your cards. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 tea leaves. So these are your runes. Right, so this is from not the regular, they're called Elder Futhark runes. These are the later on added expanded Anglo-Saxons. I'm not yet aware of them, so I will be reading them together. I believe this is called Os, so it'll be a great opportunity for them to explore them together. What rune do you have here? You have the Dagas. Okay, so this is the Elder Futhark, right? Oh, a new dawn is rising in your life. Something new is beginning here. And before we read this rune, I see 3 happy trees. So looks like it reminds me of the Three of Cups, especially that there's a lot of singing here. I don't know what the Os rune is about yet. We'll discover them together. But yeah, it looks like there is some good news coming right off the bat. Okay, so you have the mantle. And you have... mites. Interesting. I'm actually going to keep them together and see what this message could be. So we'll keep it right this way. Why don't we keep your tea leaves on the side? So let's discover what you have. So first thing is dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So that's the first thing we have. Then you have happiness. Wow. So happiness, by the way, is them answering the question of how are they doing. They're doing really well, actually. So that's the first thing answered here. This pertains to them. I feel like there's a double message here of something beginning in your life that you're going to love, and also that they are doing very, very well. It's so good to hear. They're happy where they are. Lovely. You have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So I believe this is confirmation. Older man doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone who died at an old age, but I feel like this is a person who's saying that it's older energy. Perhaps they're just saying this is me and I'm doing very well. I feel very happy. So sweet. Okay, so you have 2 cards here that ended up together. Let's see. It looks like this is dealing with some sort of time. You have career and you have January. Perhaps something is happening with regards to your career. And I know not everyone listening is working. So if it's not your career, it's a goal that you are working towards. And so lining up here is a message to you about something arising in your career or in a goal that you really love, even if you're working and you have a certain goal that means a lot to you that you're working towards. Either your career specifically or that goal is going to grow exponentially, or you're going to see great results with that goal or in your career by January. So look forward to that. Okay. It's so nice that they want to give you this unforeseen, perhaps to you, great news here. Let's explore more. So you have gift. See, it looks like I'm telling you, they are pointing towards some gift that is coming in your life. Right. Okay. Now I believe it's time to explore your tarot cards. This stood on its own. I believe it's a message that you're supposed to have. The 3 of Swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you have the Queen of Swords. You have the 10 of Cups. You're meant to receive this card. Okay, so this is happiness for them and also for you. Okay. You have the World card. Interesting that the World card lines up with the 3 of Swords. Powerful message here. Okay. You have the Death card. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Do you see that? Unbelievable. Wow. That's a strong message right there. And you have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So let's begin with the things that I can clearly see in your reading and take it from there. So 3 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles are kind of telling me that they are talking about something that is causing a lot of pain in your life. See, maybe you are in pain because of their passing, or maybe you are in pain because you are currently going through some difficulties. And this 5 of Pentacles gives me a true feeling that someone is feeling helpless and doesn't have the resources, just doesn't know what to do at this point. And you can see at the 6 of Pentacles here, you have an extended hand from the other world to you. 6 of Pentacles is a card of generosity. And so their first message to you is that you might feel like you are helpless, and you might be with the mites here, feeling like there is unseen energy that is affecting you, that you don't know what to do about it. It's like waking up with these little red bites with the mites, and you can't see it, but you can see its effect. So here, I feel like your dear loved one is telling you that they're not going to leave you like that. And do know that they are working very well to make sure they extend the hand and help you generously in your life. They will never leave your side. They will always be there, making sure that your life transforms. And so that your life transforms. And so the first message that we can clearly see with the extended hand here, some help and a great gift from them is coming to you on the way. And this gift is ending some difficulty with the World card. World card is an end of a cycle, right? It's like something wrapping up and finishing. So whatever pains you're going through, there is some gift here helping you end this great pain for once and forever. And 10 of Cups shows that you're going to feel really happy with this gift. So 10 of Cups could be many things. 10 of Cups is a card of being elated, very happy. So there's no mistake here, no coincidence rather, that you have the happiness card here. They are doing absolutely well, and they want to let you know that if you feel like things are frozen, cold in your life at the moment, this energy is going to melt off and you're going to be feeling very happy soon. If you are alone, specifically, feeling alone and cold, the gift in that case, one of the gifts, maybe there are even 3 gifts, is someone or some people coming into your life, sharing happiness with you. So 10 of Cups is in tarot could be also a happy family. So maybe the energy with the dark man here simply is saying that one of the gifts coming into your life is, we have the 3 of Cups here, someone you can share happiness with. These could be a group of friends or a romantic partner in your life. This could be maybe there is coldness between you and someone in your life. This coldness is going to melt off. There's energy assisting that clearance of bad energy. Yeah, in that case, they're truly helping you out with clearance of energy that you're not seeing. And so in all cases, your dear loved one is telling you that whatever is cold in your life is going to melt away and you're really going to feel very happy. And it's not just in one area. It's in the area of connections with others, whether it's a current relationship in your life, a new one coming in, or just simply having a beautiful group of people or friends around you. Another thing has to do with your career or goals. And here's the thing. They're going to be helping you with something, but also they're telling you that they can see you taking one strategic step that will take you out of this. They're letting you know about this. So 10 of Wands is an end of a heavy cycle, right? It's like feeling like you're carrying so much on your back and you just don't know what to do about it. In this 10 of Wands, we see a chessboard, and we kind of get the idea that, do you see where the horse is? If you play chess, you can see that this horse is about to checkmate this. It's saying checkmate, because in that L move, they're gonna take over that king, and some energy is about to win. But here in the 10 of Wands, we see the idea that it's the end of this hardship. No one's going to take over you, but you're going to make one smart move that, because of the king moves this way, they can eat the horse. And what I'm trying to say is the horse won't be able to escape, because then it's like a power move, because it can also be eaten by this figure right there. So I'm just like, I keep talking, but I just want to say that you're going to be making one smart move, your spirit guides are saying, that's going to reverse this whole situation in your life. Like it looks like it looks like a checkmate in your life at the moment, like, oh, looks like this is going to be the end of it, but they're foreseeing, or they're rather telling you that you're going to make one smart move that's going to flabbergast them, and change the whole situation in your life. You're going to go, oh my God. And you can see the Queen of Swords here representing that energy, that transformative energy. And Queen of Swords is intelligence. So maybe you can't see it now, but they certainly can. And they're telling you, they're going to be extending help to you in so many ways. And also you are going to make an extremely smart move that's going to transform this whole situation in your life. They're not going to tell you what it is, because you're meant to figure it out, but they're just letting you know it is going to happen. They can see it energetically. The clue that I'm seeing, however, in regard to this smart move that you're making, is something that you already own, because this is a 5 of Pentacles. You feel like you don't have anything that you can do about it. What I'm seeing your spirit guides letting you know about is that there is, in fact, something that you do own that is very powerful, very beautiful, but you kind of forgot about it, just like a vase that's blending in the background. You pass by it every single day, and you forgot that you have this beautiful entrance in your home, or this beautiful vase that's just there. One day you were excited about it, you bought it, it's part of your home, but you forgot that you own this beautiful thing, forgot to look at it and feel blessed. So I get this idea that there's something that you own that's in the background, that you stopped realizing that it's a great gift that you have, but it's there for a reason. The universe gave it to you for a reason. So just as there is energy that you can't see, that you don't know how to deal with, equally there is something that you own that you forgot about, that you can absolutely use to reverse this whole situation. And look forward to something happening in January in regard to your goal, or specifically in your career, that is also going to be a gift, generous gift from them, that is acting as some sort of a new dawn in your life. Like some sort of new chapter, new beginning. Let's say you're already doing well in your career, for example. That's in the case if you're doing well. Then in January, there's like this whole new chapter, something way bigger than what you're anticipating. If you're not doing well, if your career is frozen at the moment, then a new chapter is arising, and it's finally giving you something to work with, you know? Last year, I have a friend who is a really gifted programmer / AI programmer. They've learned about AI, and they're really good with computers and AI and programming. And for a long time they couldn't work, because when they would like go to interviews, they would always tell them that they were overqualified for the position. And I don't know why they were so unlucky to find a job. Every time I looked at the amazing things they were able to do, it just blew my mind how this person can't find a job. And how intelligent and decent they are. I always feel like this is a dream person, you know? And so, and when they wanted to get certain certificates, when they couldn't get these certificates, because it's like there was bad energy in this person's life. I don't know how they couldn't get these certificates. They would never stop. They would continue to learn on their own. They were just like everybody's dream, really, to hire. And last year, they told me the great news. They finally found what they truly deserve, because they didn't just get a small job like they were trying to get. They finally got an amazing position with a great package. I'm like, I was so happy. I cried. I was like, that is what you deserve. That is what you're supposed to get. So I'm getting that energy here, that perhaps things were frozen for you in your career. You deserved so much. Your career or your goal, it's like you have everything and more. You weren't seen, or you couldn't see what you had, perhaps, but a new dawn is arising in your life. And that energy truly reminded me of my friend. They're doing so good up until now, and I hope they only get the best in life. And I feel like this is something happening for you, whether you're already doing great or not. A new dawn, like a new chapter, is arising specifically in January, and you're going to be making a super smart strategic move that you're not seeing yet, that's going to change everything for you in your life. So like I said, 3 specific areas in your life are going to change. They're extending help and gifting you with abundance to make all of these things happen in your life. They really want to help you. This person is passionate about helping you, being there for you, and they want to let you know that they are doing absolutely fine and they will never leave your side. You know, with the World and the Death card here in the 10 of Cups, there's another beautiful message here. And maybe death happened in the ethereal world, but in your energetic world with the 10 of Cups, you're always a happy family together. They will never leave your sight, and although you can't see them, they are there. All right, let's take a look at the Os rune together and see that last message that they want to give you with the Os rune. Perhaps this came out because it's meant to be the last message, since I don't know what it means. So Os, here it is. It says pronunciation. Os, yeah. So Os is the rune of the divine word. The rune of the divine word. And is symbolic of communication through speaking. Are you getting goosebumps? It's like they are absolutely speaking directly to you. Wow. Os is our connection to divine consciousness. Guys, are you like getting goosebumps? And materializes on earth in the form of creativity. Oh my God, this is like their message throughout. You cannot see them, but they are always communicating to you. Maybe not in the form that you used to see, but they are always there. And you will see their communication always through what materializes in your world. It is also known as the rune of the bard, the bardo perhaps, the bard, and can be symbolic of song, poetry, and power of words. This definitely tells me that they will be sending you messages, connection messages through songs, poems that touch you, maybe through a reading or a card that you see or something that touches your heart. It is their way of connecting with you through the heart. So whenever you want to reach out to them and you ask them to connect, and then you hear a beautiful song that touches you, or you click on a reading that touches you, do know that it's absolutely them confirming here that they are the ones getting in touch with you. Sorry, I was like, this doesn't look like an Os, this looks like an F. And because I'm not familiar with these runes, I was like, am I reading the wrong rune? So yeah, power of words, movements, poetry, song, saga, speaking through the divine. Guys, this is so sweet. This is your message from a dear loved one who passed away today. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, my beautiful dear pile number one. Do know that if you have a difficulty in your life and you just feel like you're beaten up, don't know how to solve it, you are going to be solving it. They're assisting you, and you're going to be making one smart move that's really going to blow your mind. This was your message, my dear pile number one. A new dawn is arising for you in January. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I post readings nearly every single day, so please consider subscribing if you are interested. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. That was the whole passion and idea behind this e-cookbook. And for this reason, I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in. And in this book, you'll find that it has clear instructions on how to prepare this meal, whether you're a good cook or not, a clear picture of what to expect, clear nutritional values. The navigation is a breeze. You click on the recipe, you want to check it, takes you straight to it. And also, if you're vegan, there is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps even for the rest of your life. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your read. Oh, this one slid off, so let's take it. In today's reading, we're taking a look at a message from a dear loved one. But before we do that, we're also going to take a look through the cards on how they are doing. These are the two questions or energies we're going to be exploring in your reading today. How are they doing? And what is their message to you? So you were drawn to the beautiful blue agate as well as this deck through this lovely 10 of Cups. Right, so first things first, now that we've taken all your... Oh, this one popped out, I'm gonna take it. And now that we've taken a look at... pulled out your oracle cards, let's pull out your tea leaves. And it looks like you do have timing in your reading here. 2 timings, wow. Last one. Right, these are your tea leaves for your reading today. How many do you have? 1, 2, looks like these are together. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's explore these tea leaves. Put them to the side here. So you have elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Oh, right. Let's keep your crystal right here. And you have October. Really interesting. Right. You have an oracle card saying swing set. So you can see it's raining. Nobody's playing because it's raining at the moment. It's a play field, but because of the weather, nobody's playing, right? Perhaps this is like some energy that is kind of in your life, but you can't access it at the moment for a wise reason. And perhaps in October, you'll start being able to access this energy and start playing and having fun with it. All right, you have 2 runes. You have the Wunyu rune, lovely rune to have, and you have the Tiwaz rune. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep them together for now. You also have main male. It's interesting because in pile number 1 they had the energy of a person, and then here in pile number 2 you also have an energy of a person. And then you have, with the second oracle card, you have imprisonment. And I feel like with the Wunyu, you're going to be free of something. Interesting that you have that. Okay. Timing. Maybe that's the timing. June. Okay. And by the way, June doesn't have to be next June. June could also mean 6 months. So I'm going to pull out a card and see what this could be for you. Right? Yeah. I feel like in 6 months, because 1 is the beginning of a month and then 29 is towards the end of a month. So I feel like it's translating to months rather than exactly June. To me, this means in 6 months, something is happening. Like something that perhaps made you feel a bit stuck. Especially that you have broken ring here. So this would say don't lose hope over something that you felt you're going to lose, because in 6 months' time, things are going to start working out. And I feel like your dear loved one with the Tiwaz rune is telling you to take the morally correct action, to trust that things are going to happen. This is either trust or morally correct action, because this is the Tiwaz rune. So speak your truth could be it. Speak your truth. Do trust that there is help, that they're not leaving you alone in this situation. I believe that's the most potent energy in the Tiwaz rune, actually. You're going to come out of it really happy. So trust that they are there for you. Also do the right thing. And you have the dagger. This is like real energy that is carrying you. I'm so sorry about that, my dear pile. Number 2. But see, you have the swing set here. And it's really telling me that although it could be raining at the moment, the energy of things coming and coming into fruition, or being playful, or being okay again, being fun again, is there. You just have to be a little patient with this journey or this time. And you have feathers. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. And it's coming next to a person here. Let's explore this for you. Who could this be? Perhaps they're letting you know that you are dealing with someone at the moment who may break their promises. Who could this be? Let's first explore this one before we even move. Who could this person be, please, for pile number 2? La Force, the Strength card. Someone strong in your life. Like someone you're giving a lot of power to. Someone you're giving a lot of power to that you can easily take that power from. If you're still wondering, I'm just going to look at... Oh, this one as well. Look at this quickly for you. So who is this person, please, for pile number 2, that their dear loved one is trying to warn them about, please? 10 of Cups, it could be a family member that you're giving... be careful. So, okay. So your dear loved one is saying you don't have to break off with this person, although if you feel like this is what you need to do, then you're absolutely need to break free from someone that has a grasp of their power on you that you can easily free yourself from. So if that's your situation, your dear loved one is telling you you are in control. Don't ever feel like you aren't. Don't give your power to anyone. Don't give your power to people. The only reason that you feel stuck is because you are giving them a power that's not theirs. And so, this could easily be fixed if you remove your worries and your fear and feeling tense in the situation. Be calm and do know that the only thing that's making it not work is because you're just easily giving them that power. You have that key. You could only be imprisoning yourself by choice without realizing. So don't easily give that power to this person. I'll tell you an example of that if you're trying to understand what does it mean to give power to someone. Like, for example, if someone if you feel like someone is controlling you in your life by criticizing you, they're telling you, I don't like this, I don't like that, and you feel like you're doing everything and more, and they're still not happy, perhaps you could be giving power to this person, like trying to being affected by this criticism. And so in that case, you know, if there's actually good feedback, take it for yourself, but don't let someone, you know, boss you around or make you do things without being respectful, without saying thank you, and also doing their part and giving you. So take your power back, and you can easily do that because they only have power just because you're giving it to them. If you pull that power back, they have nothing to control you with. Okay, so that was just like a quick message here. There are 3 more cards. So for some of you, there's another message. Maybe this is your lawyer. You want to change lawyer, you want to change accountant. If you feel like someone's insincere here, do the right thing and take your power back. You're never stuck with anyone. L'Empereur, this is the Emperor. This is the 3 of Pentacles. And this is the 7 of Wands. Again, talking about someone that you're giving power to that is challenging you. And here, you're making them appear larger than life, when in fact, with the 3 of Pentacles, they're equal to you. Don't put anyone on a pedestal with the 3 of Pentacles here. They are equal to you. And if you put them on a pedestal, if you think of them as larger than life, they're going to challenge you. So same message all over here. Right, let me shuffle this and come back to hear the rest of what they want to tell you. So don't give this person this power. And something wonderful, perhaps in regard to this situation or not, is happening for you in October. So look forward to October. Some free of energy is happening there. Really, really nice. It's giving you a lot of wisdom by then. And they're just telling you, don't be afraid to do the right thing. Ever. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. So now we're taking a look at how they're doing and what their message is to you. They chose to start off letting you know that everything is okay. So how are they doing? I'm going to leave this strength card as part of your reading here. And perhaps it's meant to be here for the coming messages. So how are they doing? And what's their message to you? So you have the 2 of Wands. 2 of Swords, interesting. 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. You have the 8 of Cups. Nine of Wands. Temperance. You've got a lot of 2s here. You've got the Moon card. And you've got the 9 of Cups ending your reading. That's wonderful. So 9 of Cups ending the reading here is telling you that although you do not see it with the Moon card here, at the moment, look at that. The 2 of Swords and the Moon. It's like you really don't know what to do about a difficulty in your life, a great challenge that is keeping you stuck. Your dear loved one is telling you, it's right there. You're just going to access it when you choose to access it. And look at that. Although you can't see it now and you're trying to make things work with the 2 of Wands and the Temperance, they're telling you continue to weigh things out, continue to think about it. With the 9 of Wands, continue to have power and confidence, because you are going to end up happy at the end of this journey with the 8 of Cups. You can't see it, they absolutely can see it. And it's all over your reading here, my dear pile number 2. They're telling you, don't give your power to insincere people. You know that they're not that honest. Don't invest emotions and in them. Don't invest hopes of them changing, them this time going to be okay. That type of energy. You know, do know in the back of their minds that they are not that good, even if they act good sometimes. And from that perspective, act with intelligence and strength. All right? And they're telling you that continue to work on what you're doing. Continue to think and to stand in front of this with great power, because you will end up feeling very happy and being in a great position, the position that you want. And although you cannot see it now, they can see it, and they're telling you, you're going to be playing soon. You're going to have fun soon. You're going to be free. And the key is in your hands. It's not in the hands of anyone else. And I saw October when I saw that perhaps something major in this area is going to be happening in your life. So look forward to something happening in October, and then another milestone in 6 months. So although this is a timeless reading, then in that case you will be counting your own 6 months. But if you're watching this today in September and we count 6 months, then it's something that's happening around March. So these could be separate, or they could be the same thing. And through this journey of you figuring things out and freeing yourself from this person or this situation, you will get a lot of wisdom, and you will build character, build mental or physical strength, and it will really change who you are to the core, and you will become someone much stronger. I want to pull out cards and see how they're doing. And it's so sweet. I felt like they just wanted to start the reading focusing totally on you and this situation that they can see. Obviously, you're going through something very difficult, and they wanted to show you that not having anything pertaining to them right off the bat, they just wanted to show you, I'm absolutely focused on you and helping you find your strength and to move from this energy. You can even see it here. Although this is a card that is showing you that you're not imprisoned and that you have the key, this is a card that is also showing you that they are right there with you. You know, it reminds me of Michael Jackson's song, Ben. They don't see you like I do. Oh, let me try to remember the lyrics. They don't see you as I do. I wish they would try to. I'm sure they'd think again if they had a friend like Ben. So it's kind of like a sweet message of them seeing you as who you are. They wish the world would see you as who you are, and if they just knew how beautiful you are, they would love to be with a person like you. So it's kind of like, if definitely saying, if you're with someone who's not appreciating you, you know, don't be sad, move over. You will find people who appreciate you and love you, who can see you for who you are. And it's like someone who can't see you for who you are is ignorant of the blessing that they're holding. And so when you're ignorant of a blessing that you're holding, you're not valuing it and you will mistreat it. It's like someone holding an old book that is valuable, that has like information everyone would wish to know, like a copy that could be lost in history, and someone's using it as a coaster to to drink and eat on. That would drive you crazy. And so it's the same thing. It's just people who don't understand, don't have the knowledge or the awareness to understand who you are. Okay, so now let's see how they are doing. Thank you. And this one moved as well, 2. Right, so how are they doing? Three of Swords. They're in pain because of your pain. They are in pain because they don't want to see you sad, and they will do everything in their hands to help you regain that strength. And you have the Valet de Bâtons, Page of Wands. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So overall, they're in a good place. They're doing well. That's really good to see. They're in a very good place with the Nine of Pentacles. They're in a world that they love. They're doing very well. But they are heartbroken because they want to see you doing well. And so all they're focusing on at the moment is making sure to see you doing okay and doing well. And it breaks their heart knowing that you're feeling this way, and they will do everything that they can to bring a new chapter in your life, to remove this sadness from your world. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. And you have the King of Wands. So they want to let you know something else in regard to the material world, because the Five of Pentacles is feeling a lack in some sort of material aspect. Now, the Wands here, we can see it's their realm, energy. And so they're letting you know they are powerfully there, helping you out energetically, specifically with the things that you're lacking in your material world. And you can see them telling you that they're doing okay, and most of their focus on helping you elevate your karma, help you elevate your karma, help you elevate your pains, because the energy of you being abundant and happy is there. So they're working tirelessly to make sure that they remove that lack energy from your life. They're happy, they want to see you happy, and they have all of their focus. And perhaps this is why in your message it was all totally focused on you. This is where their energy is, where their focus is. They love you, they value you, they see you as a wonderful, valuable person, and they want to take you energetically, at least from your mind, to take you from you giving who you are to people who don't understand and don't value you, to you taking your power back and making sure that you share it only with the right people. Also that you have your power back in general, whether you share it or not. And also they are there making sure to help you energetically in the areas in which you feel you are lacking in your life. This is going to be a prominent, powerful figure in your life, always making sure that you are okay. Because obviously this person you are inquiring about today loves you to the moon and back. Do you see that type of energy we grasped with Ben's song, the song Ben? How they love you, how they see you as a jewel, as a beautiful person, and they don't want you to give yourself to people or allow others to take power that they can't have otherwise unless you give it to them. So take your power back, know that you're supported, and know that it's a journey that is meant to make you stronger. So allow it to progress and allow it to happen, and always do the right thing. You are going to be free very soon. This is a journey that is ending in so much happiness, because perhaps even here in 6 months, there's so much coming that you don't know about that will make you very happy. And it perhaps lets me know there's some sort of end of a journey coming up in 6 months. So my dear pile number 2, all the best of luck with what's coming. You have a dear loved one that truly loves you from the heart. They don't love you like I do. I wish they would try to. So sweet. I keep hearing this song for you. So, my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I post readings nearly every single day. So if you're interested in subscribing, it would really help me out help the channel out, and you'll be getting notifications of these readings every day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. That was a book that was done from the heart. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. To do this project, I did partner with a nutritionist that I personally really love and believe in to be able to bring out this project for you. You'll see that in this e-cookbook there are clear steps, whether you're a good cook or not, clear nutritional values, a clear picture of what to expect, and the navigation is a breeze. You know, there are a lot of recipes, but once you decide to pick one, you click on it and it takes you there straight away. And if you are vegan, there is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals that are cooked in minutes for the rest of your life. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this e-cookbook down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. So much love in this pile. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful... Oh, I feel this one. Oh, okay. You were drawn to the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as this deck through the beautiful 10 of Cups. And I just want to let you know, if this is, of course, a general reading, and it could be anyone on your mind. But in case you were looking forward to hear from a sibling in specific, this is your confirmation, because this tarot deck is called the Little Sister Tarot. So if there is a sibling you're inquiring about, it, like I said, it goes for everyone, but if this is a sibling, then this is definitely your confirmation. Okay, let's pick up your tea leaves. These two were about to fall, so let's take them. We can see that you have this one. Ah, thank you. Great guidance. Okay. How many tea leaves do you have for this reading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Let's check them out. So you have younger woman in every single pile today. We had energy of a person appearing. Very interesting. It's almost like a confirmation that your dear loved one is present. So interesting. So I only figured this out now since it's been reoccurring in the 3 piles. And so this is definitely meant to let you know, since I got it now finally and understood, that your dear loved one is definitely present in your reading today. So you have younger woman, dealings a relationship with a younger woman. You have, and this is called the Little Sister Tarot. Very interesting. So there is younger energy. If this is not your loved one, then it's definitely a strong message in your reading as well today. So you have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. And you have mule, something stubborn. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay. Let's take a look at your runes. So this is not part of the Elder Futhark rune, and so I didn't study yet the Anglo-Saxon runes. We'll be reading this together. Obviously, it's called Yar. Okay, we'll check it out together. And you have the Rido rune. Interesting. So perhaps something is stuck in your life, and they're telling you to take a risk with the Rido rune, because the Rido rune is for something that having the potential for something to change, but you need to go on an adventure. Do you see? You can even see it here on the card, but you need to go on an adventure to make this thing change and establish new experiences. In fact, I know this is a bow and arrow, but like when I was looking away, it looked like a ship almost. So they're asking you to go on a new adventure. Not sure yet. Maybe where you are, it's stuck, and they want you to shift perspective and look towards something else. All right. You have chair. Like there are empty possibilities that you can take. Energy that is just waiting for you to reign over. If you shift perspective. All right? You have thoughts. Wow. Could this be talking about shifting your thoughts as well? Shift your thoughts to shift the way you're doing something. Because your thoughts will be your guidance to how to actually reach it. You know how when we sometimes don't know where to go. And then like we think, how is this possible? And then we start following one idea that we have after the next. And then we eventually find ourselves actually there. And we didn't know how to go there, but because we followed our ideas, we actually made it. So it's kind of like that. Your mind will be guiding you if you just allow it to give you its intelligence and creativity to come out. So you have tiger doing something risky, taking a chance next to the Rhino. Wow, I am mind blown. This is definitely a confirmation here. And you have seahorse, family matters. And you have tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So I don't know why I want to put it here, but I am until we figure out. Maybe these three are meant to be read together, perhaps. Let's find out. Okay. So, how is your loved one doing and what is their message to you? I feel like this is a response to how they're doing. Whoa! That's the original Ten of Cups you were drawn to. So I see two things with the Ten of Cups here. First, they're doing so well. Ten of Cups is like they're very happy. They're in a good place. They are like it almost feels like heaven here. And with the Ten of Cups, oh, this is moving. And it's this message as well is very close to pile. Did you see that happening? I hope it came in on camera. This is very close to pile number 2, that exact message. So if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it in that case. They are saying, see, I was going to say something close, but now that the Three of Cups has appeared, I understand what they want to say. They want to say that they're doing very well. They're in a very good place. But do you see how they're hugging here? And so they want to take good care of you. And they want to make sure they alleviate your pains and your troubles before they enjoy or maybe like move on. Or they won't move on from you, of course. Do you see that? They're always going to be there for you. But I mean, before they can fully perhaps enjoy what they have, maybe. Yeah, they want to take care of you, is the message. They're in a really good place, but they're into helping you, especially with something that's stubborn in your life. Something that's stubborn in your life. And they want to help you build a strong foundation so that you're standing on solid ground. Right. We'll keep this right next to us. But let's see what cards you have. So you have the Four of Wands, the Chariot, the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, wow, Two of Wands. Wow, and they fit exactly. Interesting. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the High Priestess. Okay. High Priestess, aligning with the Three of Wands here, is definitely saying two things here. First of all, this is saying that in regard to your situation where you are stuck, remember when we said to trust your mind? This is here going to blow your mind. High Priestess is knowledgeable. High Priestess could sometimes represent our subconscious mind and the knowledge that is like behind the veil, the knowledge that we're not seeing, sometimes is right there within us. Your capability of channeling. And so Three of Wands is embarking on a new journey, beginning something. So here, your dear loved one is telling you they can see now very clearly that you're a highly psychic person. I would be surprised if you don't know this. Maybe you can't see it, giving a second thought with the Five of Cups covering their own eyes. So maybe some of you don't know just how much you have psychic gifts, how much you're gifted, and how much you're knowledgeable. Perhaps you have been through many lifetimes. You have a lot of knowledge within you that needs to come out with the Three of Wands. And so this is why you have the message of letting your mind guide you. This is why we got the message from the very beginning of you won't necessarily find the guidance without, although you could. There's nothing here that's saying don't look outside. Please do. But your loved one is telling you they can see that you have this knowledge. It's just that you need to bring it out on paper. You need to bring your thoughts out on paper, because your thoughts are going to guide you. You yourself will be surprised to see what can come out of your thoughts. Even the Chariot here has a sword symbolizing thoughts. How much you can move forward if you understand that you're a highly psychic person and you're full of gifts and full of knowledge that can only come out if you give it the space to come out. And so younger woman or younger energy and High Priestess gives me the idea that there is an old soul within a younger body. Younger could be like you being in this lifetime not grasping or knowing or realizing just how much of experience your soul has and what it can give you if you give it access. So you're feeling stuck, perhaps because there's stubbornness in not trusting your own capabilities and trusting your own insight. And they want to let you know they can see it. They can see this. And if you allow yourself to go into something that might feel risky to you, but something that you want to achieve. It's like, oh no, I'm not going to apply for this job. Oh, that's so scary. I don't have that maybe negotiation skills that they want. They don't have that skills that they want. I don't have this maybe intellect that they want. I'm of course not inviting you to apply for something that requires a specific certified skill that you don't have. Of course not. I'm saying that whatever it is that you want to do, if it's here solely based on you not fully trusting if you can do it or can't, you're in between like, oh no, and a part of you is dreaming about it, sometimes feeling like you can. I'm saying that your loved one is saying, you've got this. You just can't see it, and you won't recognize it unless you bring it out. And that will come through you putting yourself in risky situations, although it could taking a chance, because in these situations you'll get access to your mind. And this makes absolute sense, because I remember reading that how when we're in a certain situation, our minds give us power. We get access to our stronger part of our power when our conscious mind is not in the way telling us, oh, you can't do this. An example of that would be let's say a girl says, oh, I don't have these muscles to lift a car, right? But then her child is passing by and is about to bump into something or is stuck under the car. And because the mother is so worried about her child and wants to save her child, she would then find all the strength within her to pull that car and tell that child to come out and hold that car until her child is safely out. And so it's in these situations where we find our true power, because we don't have our conscious mind interfering and limiting us. So in certain situations, we are able to access that powerful part within us. And so your loved one is saying, you have within you so much knowledge and so much intelligence and so much power that can only come out, and it has to do with your mind here, if you put yourself in these risky situations that you would be scared to otherwise get into. And also, when you put pen into paper, these are the two ways in which you will get access to your brilliance, your own brilliance that will surprise you yourself. And so they're guiding you to use your psychic powers to get opportunities in your life that you're craving for, and in fact make it a solid foundation in your life only when you do these two things. Take a chance, because you will be surprised at what you can do when you take these chances. And these chances are going to break your limiting beliefs that are making you not see what you're capable of doing. Once you lift a car, you're not going to pass by a car and think, I can't. If you ever want to, you know that you have that power, and you are going to, and you know now how to get access to that power. And so you're going to have a memory to how to get back to this motivation to lift that car, for example. Your mind will automatically teach you how to get access to that, because you're always going to take that route. And neurologically, in your mind, you're always going to be able to understand how to feel and think and move to get that power. And so how will you know how to access it deep within your subconscious mind if you don't put yourself in that very risky situations that will show you what your mind is capable of? You think maybe you're going to run off, but you'll be surprised that in these situations you do otherwise, and that will teach you how to get access to that power. Very beautiful message, and it's going to be a solid foundation in your life that you can always get access to. And it's like only in these risky situations where you will find that you are finding ecstasy in life. And I say that because I saw a video of how seahorses birth children, and it's like an explosion of a beautiful sight, explosion of not polka dots. What are they called? What are they called? You know these confetti dots in parties? I can't remember what they're called. If you know, please let me know in the comment section. I can't remember for the life of me. No, I just said confetti. Okay, in all cases, if you look at seahorse videos of them giving birth to tiny seahorses, like boom, boom, and it's like the creation of life. It's a celebration. And so, yeah, I feel like there is celebration of new birth and new you, and it's going to be foundational of energy that is empty, that is waiting to be filled, because this empty chair is saying the energy is there. You just need to claim it and sit on your throne. It's energy that's there. It just needs to be claimed. They can absolutely see that in you. They believe in you. They're so proud of you. It melts the heart the way they think so highly of you, and they can see your potential and who you are, and they want you to use that power. Your dear loved one thinks very highly of you and is surprised at how you can't see it. In fact, you have the tiger here. They see that you're a very powerful person that even you need to discover. So we have some good news here. I can see your dear loved one saying very soon you will very, very soon. It's like you're at the end of this journey, because we have the Four of Wands, and this is a new good milestone where you're finally feeling like, I've reached a good milestone. I'm not going through the difficulties of this area in my life any longer. It's not stubborn. And with the Four of Wands, it's just one milestone, meaning there's so much more to go to build upon this foundation. And so very soon they're letting you know that you're going to overcome this with the Six of Wands. You're going to be very successful if you put your mind to it and you take these chances. And so the Five of Cups is what is disappointing you now is only disappointing you because you can't see your potential. And it's crazy to realize just how much like developed as a soul and mind you are, but you don't know it. It's like you're dealing with yourself as a beginner when really you're like way more out there. You're like how do I say this? You're dealing with yourself like, let's say someone who can speak Japanese very well, like maybe they were in a coma for a few days and it's just a couple of days before they remember their language back, and they've convinced themselves that they need to learn Japanese in the way children are learning, when really perhaps they need to look at developed books, because these are what's going to remind them faster of their language, because they're way more developed than they remember at the moment. So my point being is, you're dealing with yourself on an beginner level, not wanting to take a certain risk when really you're on a highly advanced level, and your mind will remember, will give you this experience if you just trust it. And from that moment onward, you'll be moving very quickly. There's another message here as well. There are surprises that you're not seeing, because there's a bridge here as well. There are surprises coming up in your life that you're not seeing. Two of Wands, perhaps you have an idea of it, especially that the Two of Wands is holding a crystal. So there are two messages here. Okay, I got it. There are two messages, Two of Wands. There are two messages here. First message, I'll continue elaborating on what I saw here. So you've been getting messages, perhaps, with a crystal ball, clues, feeling that for a wish, perhaps, that you're getting something. Although you can't see it at the moment, you're in the bardo between two worlds where you don't have it yet, moving on to receiving. And this is going to be a powerful wish coming into your life. I don't know what it is. It's not meant to be revealed. It's going to be revealed in due time, but they're like excited to let you know there's something you're hoping for so much, and you're at the bardo at the moment, and you're going to be receiving something so powerful in your life you have no idea. It's going to jumpstart in due time. That's the first thing. Second thing they want you to know is that your thoughts create reality. Perhaps now that they are in the ether, they believe this, they can see this more than any time. They want you to know, with the Two of Wands here, they want you to know a secret that we all know this secret, but it's like kind of like they're confirming this. When you envision things and plan for them with the Two of Wands, like start taking actual actions towards them, they will always manifest in your life. So see what it is that you want. It's their like secret to you. I know it's a secret that we all have, but it's, you know how when we know something, but when we see it, it's a totally different thing, you know? It's like knowing something because you've heard it from a tarot reading, and you know everything about this tarot reading just shows you in its magical way that it's going to happen to you, and it's another to experience it, right? So it's kind of that energy. We know about this, but from their place, They want to confirm that it's absolutely true. You think about things, you put them to paper and you plan for them, or maybe post them around you. Yeah, start planning for them, and they will show up in your life every single time. So it's kind of like them passing on the secret. Yes, you already know, but them confirming, yes, I can see it, it is true, and that is the truth of life. In this time-space life that we're in, now that they've moved on to the other side. Okay, so now we've seen clearly what your dear loved one wants to tell you, and that they are doing very well. They just want to take good care of you until you reach your milestone and start moving in a beautiful direction fully. Also don't forget, you have something powerful happening in your life right there. Let's read the rune that I don't know about. The Yer, I believe, rune. So, there we go. The Yer rune. Pronunciation, year. Okay, so it's pronounced year. Wait. I got something here for you before we read. Something next year is powerful, is happening for you, is manifesting in your life next year. Okay, just thought I should tell you. So, history. Year is the rune of the archer, or the rune of the bow. Year is significant because it can represent the deadly qualities of a weapon, but also the craft work that is needed to create something so intricate. Wow. Additionally, it represents skills that comes with operating and aiming the bow exactly. Oh my God, my mind is blown. I feel like your dear loved one is like, I'm delivering this message to pile number 3 today, to my loved one today. You have it. You think it's scary. Use it, because you're going to achieve so much with it. You will only know what power you have and how deadly and powerful it is only if you step into the unknown. And let's check the keywords in case you wanted the keywords. It's quest for the sacred. Holy Grail, chalice. You have the Holy Grail. Believe me, pile number 3. This is your message from your loved one. Epic journey, discovery. Please, pile number 3, heed the call. It couldn't be stronger than that. This was your beautiful message from your dear loved one. My dear pile number 3, I truly hope you've enjoyed it. It was so surreal, deep, loving. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I do post readings nearly every single day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I was really passionate about this e-cookbook because I wanted to give more people the opportunity to eat healthy food that is delicious, but not spend all of this time trying to make it work into their life. And for this reason, I partnered with a nutritionist that I personally really love and believe in to create this e-cookbook for you. And so this way you're able to eat healthy food in a matter of minutes. And if you're vegan, there is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of these ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, so that you have these delicious meals to choose from for the rest of your life that are cooked really easily, whether you're a good cook or not. The instructions are so clear. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. You'll find that there is a clear picture, clear instructions, clear nutritional values. The book is so easy to use. Once you decide on a meal or a recipe, you click on it and it takes you straight to the page. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. And did I say if you're interested, you'll find it down in the description box. Thank you so much for tuning in, for supporting by simply being here and connecting. I love you guys. Such a sweet message. And if you want to check pile number 2, if you were drawn to it, I highly recommend it as mentioned. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Love you guys. Bye.